Well, the tree seems to be growing all the way up to the magical world. Hello there, this is Alex from Lights Camera Debate, and hope you're having a great weekend. Lovely and sunny here in England, UK. Hope it's the same with you wherever you're watching. So today, finally going to get around to discussing the magic faraway tree. I'm now up to 35 viewers, subscribers, so it'd be lovely if you hit that bell if you're not already subscribing, and get me to 40 by the end of the month. Would be amazing. So, The Magic Faraway Tree, a new version of the Enid Blyton books. This book is done by Luminet from France again, Canal, part of Canal, who are the animation team behind the Minions. If you've watched any of the Minion films, you'll know exactly what I'm about, those annoying little things. And also recently all the animation for the Super Mario Galaxy. So they're a very famous French animation company called Lumiere. It's also directed by the people who did Paddington, which is brilliant. Paddington 1, excellent. Paddington 2, even better. I haven't seen Paddington in Peru yet, but want to still see that. So I haven't heard great things about that. So The Magic Faraway Tree, based on the Enid Blyton books. So I'm umming, hit me if I They deal with a family who have had enough of living in London. The dad is played by Andrew Garfield, and the mum is played by Claire Foy. Excellent actors, both great in things like Spider-Man, and Claire Foy has been excellent in Hates for Goshawk. If you haven't seen that, I recommend to go and watch it. So they want to escape from London and get the kids all off the screens. They're addicted to Minecraft, all like kids these days are. So they go back to the village where the dad was born, and the tree hasn't been cut down. All the sort of rural people are still there, and it's very. They go and live in a barn. There's no electric, water, and he slowly gets everything sorted. The dad, but they've been told not to go up to the end wood where there's a magic tree, and there's woods they shouldn't go into. And they get to the tree and they meet the creatures. Basically, they meet Silky and they meet the man with who can't remember his name, and they're played by some brilliant actresses. You got Jessica Gunnan, who was in Baby Reindeer, made her name in Baby Reindeer, which is fabulous and very cute as Silky. You got Ramon Tikaram, who's been in This Life and all 100 things. He's played great villains through American TV. Played a corporal in Big Finish's Unit. So he's been in tons of things. You'll know him as soon as you hear his voice. And they get involved. They go to the world. They go to this gorgeous-looking world, which is made all out of sweets. And unfortunately, they get their wishes, and Silky gets turned into a tiny fairy instead of her big fairy. So they have to go and see the man with no voice who has potions to get them back to normal size. The man with no voice is played by the guy playing the BFG, who I saw last week in Chichester. It was absolutely awesome as the BFG. If you get to see it, please go and see it because it's absolutely fun. But don't get covered like I did in Snoz Cumber Juice. Don't sit in the front row is my advice. So she is brilliant as Silky. He is great as, the man can't remember his name, and nearly by the end of the film remembers his name. And we find out that by accident she's... the main daughter has told her grandma, who's very posh, very regal, that for some peculiar reason, this is where maybe a little bit of racism comes in because of being Enid Blyton, that the dad is going to make the best tomato sauce for Italian food, and he wants to be Italian. So there's a little bit of an Italian stereotype, which might annoy people. Plus, the foreigners, whenever they go to foreigners, are very stereotypical. They know Asians with big beards and turbans, and they're very stereotypical. We all know Enid Blyton has a bit of a checkered past when it comes to other races, unfortunately. But I think you have to take that into account and just watch an enjoyable film, unfortunately. It's not really in your face, but it is noticeable. You have to take it into account these days, like you have to with everything. But a really enjoyable film. I enjoyed it a lot. It's very much on form. It seems that the Paddington crew can do nothing wrong, except Paddington 3, unfortunately. But we'll see. There's rumours there's going to be a Paddington 4, so we'll see what happens there. Plus, they're coming back with Wonka 2, which will be very interesting. More chocolate there with Timothée Chalamet as Wonka, I think, is coming soon. So this film has a beautiful tree. It really does look like it's described in the book. The Illuminae have done a really fabulous job with the tree. I was very amazed by that. And the music's stunning. It's I can't remember her name. It's Isabel something. I can't remember her name, unfortunately. But if you Google it, you'll find it. It's on all streaming services. I do this from memory, so if I forget things, I apologise. She is part of Florence and the Machine, and she's done beautiful music to show the tree and the life and all the beautiful insects in the field, and it's just very fun. And there's some great bits when they go to the different worlds, so I recommend it. It's just a very cute, nice afternoon film. I saw it just for Easter, so I was in the right frame of mind for it. I think that week it was Good Friday. I saw that, and then I saw Super Mario Galaxy, and they were both interesting in their own ways. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great film for children. Going because lots of children, nice children, people read books. Thank God, I wasn't screaming or over sugared ones at mine. They were all good fun, and I think it's a great film. If it gets them into reading the books, I'm all for it. Basically, that's my theory on film. If it gets you reading the book after you've watched the film, then that's all good. It's gorgeous. It's very fluffy. It's very light. It's just a nice afternoon of enjoyment for about an hour and 55 minutes. I think it is. It's not long and very enjoyable. So I honestly recommend it. Some very good performances from Claire Foy as the mum and Andrew Garfield as the dad. There is a song which will turn into an earworm that they all sing as the family song, and it will get into your head, unfortunately. It did from mine for a couple of days afterwards. So I would recommend it. If you can see it at cinema, go and see it at cinema. I presume it will be on streaming soon because it's a Channel 4 film. Things go on to streaming so fast these days. I'm still waiting for Avatar 3 to go on to Disney Plus, which I hope it will go on there soon, and I can watch Fire and Ash because I refuse to pay for it when I know it will go on Disney Plus in under 3 months. So, also doing today in a bit video on Superman, the James Gunn version. I watched it and probably reviewed it early on the old podcast, but I'm going to do a more in-depth one for the new videos here. I've watched it again, and yeah, it was better than I thought. It might have been the screen was better here. Plus, coming up soon are The Devil Wears Prada 2, because that's out the first week of May, and Mortal Kombat 2 is also out the first week of May, so I should be seeing both of those for the YouTube videos here. As I said, if you're not already subscribed, please hit the bell. It'd be amazing to get 50 viewers by end of May? I'm going to say the end of May, because no, it's not an important thing, but I'd love you all to be subscribed and getting all this stuff instantly. Hit the bell so you get instant notifications, because there will be more videos coming. And as I said, soon at some point today, there will be one on James Gunn's Superman and more stuff coming. I've still got to do one on Titanic and Notting Hill. They're the things sort of coming up soon. So keep an eye out. And that's all, folks.